want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking to throw, it's Gossett. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quick catch on 3rd down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Leaves it with the back. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They'll go to the ground. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Razorbacks trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Quick strike complete. He's trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. There he goes down the right side. Inside the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. movement to start the drive from their own 22. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Gossett. He's looking deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Using his feet. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out to the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Might be changing the route. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Under fire. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal. You got to turn around. Give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Arkansas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Well, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Georgia State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Off the RGO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
On the run, it's Russell. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Looking for a man. It's Gossett. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on first down from the 28. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 4th interception of the day. Finally brought down to what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Dropping back, it's Gossett. With the catch, it's Ferguson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Cantrell.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And that's good enough for first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Cantrell.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Houston.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Gets it out quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down.
First down for the offense.
And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Gain of 15.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew. But I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Young. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
So now it's second and long. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Leaves it with the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Gets it past the marker.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Using his legs, it's Butler. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Right on the money. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cougar! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Marshall is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 17 over Georgia Southern. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Send that offense back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Gossett. Flushed out of the pocket. Uncorks one. Finds a man by himself. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hunt is on its way. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Things started on this drive from the 24. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He lobs one high down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We reach the bridge. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Gossett. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down. Got his man downfield. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Turns it loose. On target to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense.
Get set, get set.
Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. To throw, it's Gossett. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it's caught inside the 25.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The give as they work on that clock. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Using his legs, it's Russell. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Illinois is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Pittsburgh. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Makes the grab. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Brings up 2nd down.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.